You ever feel like your brain's just wired differently? Like it's running on some custom operating system nobody else has? Well, today we're going to dive into a really fascinating concept that might just be the explanation you've been looking for. I mean, really think about it. Does this sound familiar? That feeling of having like 100 browser tabs open in your head at once? All these thoughts and ideas and feelings, all running at the same time, in parallel. If you've ever just thought, man, my brain is on a totally different wavelength, then yeah, you're in the right place. This one's for you. And look, this isn't about thinking faster. That's not what we're talking about. This is all about thinking deeper. It's about seeing the world in these incredible layers, right? Noticing connections that everybody else just seems to walk right past, and feeling the emotional currents in a room, which is like this incredible intensity. All right, so here's our game plan. First step, we're going to actually put a name to this whole experience. Then we'll unpack 7 key signs, see if they sound familiar. After that, we're going to get real about the awesome gifts and the serious challenges that come with this kind of mind. And finally, we'll wrap up by talking about what it means to really own it. Okay, so what is this thing? What's it called? The concept we're digging into is the high-frequency mind. And let me be super clear right up front. This is not a medical diagnosis. It's not a disorder. Think of it more as a way to describe a really unique cognitive architecture. It's basically the fundamental design of how your brain is put together. Yeah, cognitive architecture sounds a bit technical, but it's really simple. It's just the blueprint of your mind. And for these high-frequency minds, that blueprint is built on 2 massive pillars. One is multidimensional thinking, and the other is profound emotional depth. If you can wrap your head around those 2 things, honestly, everything else we talk about today will just click into place. So, to really nail this down, let's do a quick comparison. Most of the time, we think about linear thinking, right? It's like following a recipe. You do step 1, then step 2, then step 3, A to B to C. Simple. But multidimensional thinking, oh man, that is a whole different ballgame. It's less like a line and more like a spider's web. Every single point connects to every other point. It means you're seeing the past, the present, the future, all the potential what-ifs, all at the same time. You're just constantly spotting these connections that, for most people, are completely invisible. Okay, so that's the big idea, the theory. But what does this actually look like in real life, day to day? Well, that's exactly where these 7 signs come into play. They're the real-world evidence of this unique mental and emotional wiring. All right, so here they are, the 7 signs of a high-frequency mind. We're going to really dive deep into the first 3 and then touch on the rest so you can see the whole picture. First up, let's talk about that emotional pillar. Sign number 1 is a deep, innate empathy. And I'm not just talking about being good at reading people. No, this is on another level. It's about literally absorbing what other people are feeling. You feel their joy, their anxiety, their sadness, almost as if it's your own. It can make for some incredibly rich connections with people, for sure. But man, can it be exhausting. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? You don't just see another's perspective, you feel it, as if it were your own. It's a full body experience. It's visceral. You're not just on the sidelines watching someone go through something. You're kind of right there in the arena with them. Okay, let's switch over to that cognitive pillar now with sign number 2, a mind that connects everything. This is that web-like thinking we talked about, but in action. You could be talking about, I don't know, biology, and suddenly your brain makes a jump to a piece of classical music, which connects to a historical event, which then reminds you of some philosophical idea. For you, it's not random. It's all part of this huge, beautiful, interconnected network. So think about it. When you feel everything so deeply, and your mind is constantly connecting all the dots, well, it just makes sense that you'd also have a heightened sensitivity to your environment. That's sign number 3. For you, loud noises or bright, chaotic places, they aren't just annoying. They can feel like a total sensory assault. It's why you might feel completely overstimulated and just desperately need some quiet time alone to recharge. And of course, this is all connected to the other signs, like having this insatiable curiosity, always asking why, or possessing this gut-feeling intuition that you've learned is usually right. It's about having a rich inner world and always searching for a deeper meaning. It's all part of the same package. So as you're probably piecing together, this way of being is a classic double-edged sword. It comes with these absolutely incredible gifts, but it also brings some very, very real challenges. And getting a handle on that duality, that's the key to everything. This table here really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this incredible gift, this superpower, that ability to see all the connections. Amazing. But the flip side, Well, that's when you get stuck in analysis paralysis or just overthinking everything into the ground. Or what about that deep empathy? It's what allows you to connect so profoundly with people. But the challenge? It can leave you feeling completely and totally drained. It is a constant, moment to moment balancing act. And this brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole conversation. How do you live with this complex reality? It really all boils down to one thing: a fundamental shift in how you see yourself. It's about completely reframing your entire inner world. Here's the big takeaway, the thing I really want you to hear. If you've spent your whole life being told or just feeling that you're too sensitive or that you overthink everything, this is a new way to look at it. This isn't a flaw that needs to be fixed. It's not a bug. It's a feature. It's an architecture. It is simply the way you are built, and that is powerful. And so that leaves us with one final and I think really empowering question. The first step is just recognizing, okay, this is my architecture. But the next step, that's deciding what you're going to build with it. If this is your blueprint, how are you going to choose to build? How will you use that incredible empathy? How will you harness that amazing ability to see the connections no one else can? See, it's not about trying to get a new blueprint. It's about becoming a master architect of your own absolutely extraordinary mind.